Welcome, Outlaws, mercenaries, all you sheriffs and deputies as well. Today we're going to be opening up this Outlaws at Thunder Junction Play Booster Pack from Wizards, like many of us. Saddle up for a wild ride. Being in Arizona myself, I connect with this. It calls to me. Looking forward to this play booster box. There's going to be a bunch of new packs, new cards, and new types of cards you can get inside the set with different set symbols. I will leave a little post-it for all the different timestamps throughout the video, different things we'll look at, and I'll put some names up on the screen for the types of cards they are, the first one that pops up. But a bunch of cool stuff in this set. Love the mechanics, the characters. It's conjunction of the spheres, basically. You're familiar with Witcher and whatnot. Basically a junction between all the different planes. So all the villains are basically gathering up here, and there's a bunch of different cool things like New Capenna. Got their Wonder Elixir. 5% real New Capenna style Halo. And then the big bad himself, Oko. Got that 9 million reward on him. So yeah, looking for Oko, looking for a couple cards. I went to the pre-release and we've got ourselves a bundle here that will be opening up soon. But yeah, let's get into it. And alright, let's grab ourselves our knife, get this thing opened up. I'm going to talk about some of the cards, but I'm going to skip ahead. So if you'd like to go further into the video, I'm just going to be plowing through cards, basically, different packs. Not talking about too much of the commons or uncommons or anything like that, but every once in a while I'll bring up a cool card. Got ourselves the Elkbone knife in memory of Oko. That steel. Got that silver on here, silver plated. Well, let's take a look. What comes inside? Guaranteed foil in every pack. Love the play boosters. Better than having set and draft packs and different and collectors packs. Now we just got collectors and set and play boosters. The draft archetypes, in case you want to draft. Scan here to discover the coolest cards. Cool. That probably works. I don't know. We'll see. But kind of cool art. So we do have some of the Outlaw frames. Put these guys back here. Get Oko's face in there. There we go. Alright. I believe these are going to be Japanese style, so should have the token and whatnot in the front. Token art or whatever. Add card. Then we got our land. Sometimes we'll get a full art land. And we got ourselves a guaranteed foil. Very good in limited. Then we got ourselves a prosperity post, a wanted poster, any kind of news poster. This is a white and a black. Reveal their hand, choose an online card. They discard that card, put a counter. Okay. Ooh, so as you can see, that we've got this from the bank symbol. The wanted posters, and then we got ourselves a vault card here. Rest in peace. Enters the battlefield, exile all graveyards. If a card or token would be put into a graveyard from anywhere, exile it instead. Very cool to see this first pack. Mythic from the vault. We may see some other vault cards coming up in the future here. And then we've got ourselves the normal set symbol for Thunder's Junction, Outlaws at Thunder Junction. Cool. Autistic Bronco. Snake Horse Mount. It's basically a vehicle. You can tap creatures, any number of creatures with power of 3 or greater, and then it becomes saddled, and then it gains an ability when you attack with it. So this says reveal the top card of your library, put it in your hand, you lose life equal to that card's mana value if it was saddled as it attacks. Otherwise, each opponent loses that much life if you don't put that card in your hand, it looks like. Yeah. Oh no, if it just isn't saddled. So that's actually pretty cool. And we got ourselves a Forsaken Miner. A new mechanic in this set called Commit a Crime. Basically targeting opponents, anything they control, and or cards in their graveyard is a crime. I think it's going to be great in this set. This is one of the looked after cards, actually. Because if you commit a crime, you can pay black and return this guy from the graveyard to the battlefield. 1 mana in pre-release. Super easy to target cards. So that's all I'll say about that. But yeah, a lot of cool cards. Instant or sorcery gains flashback until end of turn, equal to its mana cost. Plot, you can put this in exile for its plot cost face up, so I know what it is, but you can't cast it until your next turn or a turn after. But you can pay, if you pay now, you can play it for free. So this seems one of the better ones. I haven't seen too many good plot cards, but these all seem great. Armadillo, gonna put this in my Radagast the Green deck. As an Armadillo creature type, it's one of those good ones you can get. You can pay 1 and a green, discard him from your hand, search your library for a basic land card or desert card, reveal it, put it in your hand, then gain 3 life. And he's also a 7/7 reach ward 3 for 6. So, pretty big creature. Cool stuff. Got ourselves a Scarecrow. Taps for any color. Cool. Lone Shark. He's got that plot, so you can put him to the side for this turn, paying 4, and then the next turn you can cast it along with another spell. If you cast another spell first, then him, you can draw a card. If you cast 2 or more spells that turn. Or just doing spell slinger things, who knows. You can pay it from your hand if you want to. Desert's Dew, -2/-2. Prickly Pear. Love all the cactus folk in this set. Plant Mercenary. Enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 red mercenary creature token. Seems good. Trying to get those guys out there. Tumbleweed Rising. Oh, this is one of the cool elephant cards. So you can pay 1 and a green, create an XX green elemental creature token, where X is the greatest power among creatures you control. Which there are some big dudes out there. So making a copy of that is really great. And then plot 2 and a green. So you can cast this, put this to the side for 3. And on a later turn, when you have your big guys out, cast this for free, and you make a free XX creature equal to the greatest power among creatures you control. So this seems broken. Seems like it could be a lot of fun with that, like desert guy that's a 6/5 or the Anzrag or something like that that's 8 power. You just make an 8/8 for free for casting 3, paying 3 on an early turn. And then we got him. If he doesn't have flying counter, put a flying counter on him. Invent a Wingsmith. Seems good. Alright, we're going to blast through some of the past now. There's a lot of great cards in this set. I'll talk about some of them, but most of the other cards are just great for limited. I'm actually looking forward to limited and some different types of archetypes in this upcoming format. But yeah, we'll organize these by our sets. I'll put some uncommons to the side too. Ooh, she's gonna be fun. So Obeka, Splitter of Seconds. She makes extra upkeeps. Seems like a fun card. We'll have our art slot next to the land slot. Art slot, list cards, and tokens are all the same now. We got ourselves a full art forest. Yeah, you can definitely see with that foiling there, that little symbol. I did not see that at first, but look at all those cactus. Very cool land. Deadeye Duelist. Very cool limited. Deals the damage to target opponent. Trigger all kinds of crimes. Murder. Look at that. Murder. And we got a Seraphic Steed. Got one of these in some of the extra packs. Attacks make an angel if it's saddled. Affinity for Outlaws. 5/4 trample seems good and limited. Caught in the Crossfire. I'm not sure how I feel about this card yet, but red spree. So you have to pay 1 or more additional cost than this. So you always have to pay this, and then you can choose whether to do this ability or this one, or both if you want to. Deals 2 damage to each outlaw creature. Assassins, mercenaries, pirates, rogues, and warlocks are outlaws. Or you can do 2 damage to each non-outlaw creature. So if you're playing it or not, you can cast it there. Then we got Vile Smasher, Gleeful Grenadier. Whenever an outlaw enters the battlefield, he deals 1 damage to target opponent. I think he might actually be fun in Commander. I don't know. He's pretty cheap. Maybe he fits in some decks. Enters the battlefield. Sacrifice a creature if you do draw 2 cards and lose 2 life. And we got ourselves a deputy. The Djinn, Flying Djinn. Wanted Griffin. Reach for this guy. Gives him reach. Steer clear. There's a steer. You gotta steer clear. Deals 2 damage to target attacking and blocking creature. Deals 4 damage if you control a mount spell, so one of those mounts up there. And then Prick the Bear. Nice. Nice, nice. Alright. Got ourselves a bat. The flats. The damage lands. Deals 1 damage to target opponent. Triggers all the crimes. And is battlefield with a counter on it, plus an additional counter for each other creature you control, and you can plot it 1 and a 2 and play it for free when you have a bunch of creatures out. This card seems good. I'm looking forward to that. Ride Down, Old Boar's card. Destroy target blocking creatures. Creatures that were blocked by that creature this combat game trample, so it just means the block actually goes through to the player. Alright. Ooh, he would have been a lot of fun in the limited. Laughing Jasper. Creature you control but own are mercenaries in addition to the other types, so they're outlaws. So at the beginning of your upkeep, exile the top X cards of the target opponent's library, where X is the number of outlaws you control. Till end of turn, you may cast spells from among those cards, and mana of any type can be spent to cast those spells. So, fun steel card. Artifact or enchantment. Destroy those. Modal. Seems good. We'll put these guys here. Dark creature gains hexproof. Untap it. Until end of turn, it becomes a copy of up to 1 other target creature. So, seems good. That's probably going to show up in some other formats. Got ourselves a crab. Beginning of your end step. If you haven't cast a spell from your hand this turn, draw a card and discard a card. Seems good. Seems good. Rope Master. Gigapede. Vault Buster. Holy cow. Flash flying, enter the battlefield, gain 2 life, and scry 1. Seems like a good Ox Angel in those angel decks. Actually going to be a decent card. Wolverine might come up in the next set with all the animals. Redwall set. Boom Burrow. Enters, you can exile the top, and you can play it. You can plot it, so you just put it to the side, and then you play it later. Including this guy. Good draft. Good draft. Alright, let's get some of these. Here we go. Got the nice lands. Ooh. We got a Construct. This creature gets +1/+1 for each artifact. Nice. Lush Oasis. Land. Got the good boy. The Sterling Hound. Okay. Okay. Got a Mindslaver for 6 mana. Look at that art. Sacrifice Mindslaver. You control target player during that player's next turn. Cracked. It cracked wide open. Mythic over here. We'll put these mythics here. Stoic Sphinx. Has hexproof as long as you haven't cast any spells this turn. Seems decent. Roundup. Cast your second spell each turn, make a mercenary. Seems good in the mercenary decks. Honest Rustine. Creature spells cost 1 less to cast. Might be notable in other formats. Scorching Shot. 2 red. 5 damage to target creature. Fake your own death. Oh, it gets the +2/+0. When this creature dies, return to the battlefield tapped under its owner control, and you get a treasure for 2. Yeah, I wish they'd just make it 1. But, I mean, the treasure can be fun sometimes. I think that's Tiny Bones. Tiny Bones is cool. Razzle Dazzle. Good guy for limited. Ooh, counter can't be blocked. Target artifact or creature's owner puts on top of the bottom of the library. Skullduggery. 1 mana. Triggers a crime. Seems good. Duelist. Damage to an opponent. For 1. While saddled, creatures you control gain trample if it is saddled. Seems good. Steer clear. All right. Move these over here. Let's get a couple of these at a time. All right. Here we go. Treasure. Lush oasis. Lassoed by the law. Exiles. Makes a little dude. Mercenary. Ooh, Scroll of the Critics. Spectacle red. Deals 3 damage to any target, and you can cast it for 1 red if any opponent's lost life. I was really happy to see this guy. Karavek the Punisher. Whenever you commit a crime, exile up to 1 target black card from your graveyard and copy it. You may cast the copy. If you do, you lose 2 life. Seems good. You get a bunch of mana spells or mana positive spells in your graveyard, and you can go wild. Emerging Haunting. Each time you surveil, get some spirits. Rise of the Varmints. Create a bunch of varmint creatures equal to the number of creatures in your graveyard. Ooh, 2 damage to any target. If you cast another spell this turn, draw a card. Seems good in those cantrip decks. Trying to deal damage. 1 less for each creature card in your graveyard. Enters battlefield. Any number of target opponents each discard a card. For each of those opponents who didn't discard a card with 4 or greater, draw a card. Okay. Got ourselves the Townfolk. Whenever creatures die, you get a counter. Bunch of other good stuff. Had Flash if you pay more to cast it. Exile target artifact or creature until this leaves. Okay. Okay. Sometimes you just gotta deal with them. Got no choice. No other choice. What do we got? Ooh, Contagion Engine. That's gotta be it. Cool art. Festering Gulch. Exile target creature. 3 or less surveil. Yes! Mana Drain! Woo! Look at that. One of the best mythics in the set, I'd say. Counter target spell. At the beginning of your next main phase, add an amount of colorless equal to that spell's mana value. Seems great, especially when you counter those huge commanders. Oh man, so happy to pull this card. Going right in my Emery deck. Happy to see those two. And we got Ty Joaquin, Perfect Shot. Deals damage, draw a card if it equals their toughness. Seems like a fun random. Okay, so this card. White and Spree. Untap all creatures target player controls. Target creature gains double strike. We don't care about the other one. This. I looked everywhere to see if you could do some kind of untap for what is it? The Spectre. What's it called? The artifact that you pay 2 and you cast that spell and it untaps all permanents. This untaps all creatures, but I couldn't find anything that costs less than 2 mana instant speed. So you would have to pay 2 and another mana for this to work, but you could imprint this on the Spectre, Isochron Scepter, and cast this for 2, +1, and untap all your creatures. Now if you have enough creatures out, that can go infinite. If you can somehow get the artifact to be untapped, I think it's a lot of steps, but could be done. It's the only card that I could find that actually does that. We got ourselves a Baron. Bertram of Greywater. Sacrifice another creature or artifact for 2 and draw a card. Okay. Whenever one or more tokens enter the battlefield, create a bat. Black vampire rogue creature token with lifelink. Seems good. Attacks create a dinosaur if you have a creature 4 or greater. The Muscle. Overzealous Muscle. Seems good. Mirage Mesa. Enters, choose a color. Desert. Good in those desert decks in limited. Can't be blocked. Desert's Dew. The Commando. Outlaw Medic. When he dies, draw a card. And the Wolverine. Nice. Looking good so far. Alright. Yeah, super happy to see that mana drain. Man. It's what you hope for. Alright, what do we got? Ooh, he's the mono blue guy, Geralf. Makes a bunch of zombies. Look at that swamp. Very cool. Very cool. Shepherd of the Clouds, Pegasus. 5 mana. Return when it enters, return target permanent with 3 or less from your graveyard to your hand. Return that card to the battlefield if you control a mount. Okay. Okay. There's some loops possible there. Collective Defiance. Escalate. Very cool. Love to see it with this art. Look at that. Escalate so you can choose additional ones. Discards a card in the hand that draws that many. Deals 4 damage to target creature or 3 damage to target opponent or planeswalker. Very cool. Got a rare in that slot. Here, we'll put the uncommons here and the rares here. And we got Breaches. Here, we'll look at him in just a moment. I'll just make sure. Yeah. Alright. Alright. Put our uncommons here. And cool commons over here.